I'm Daina. I'm the Business Risk Specialist at Dalrymple Bay Coal Terminal, and I presented today at the Ports Australia BizOps conference on the topic of psychosocial risk management and our journey so far at Dalrymple Bay. We recognise that psychosocial risk is not something new, it's not a new concept. We've been doing it all along in different aspects. But with the release of a code of practice by Work Health and Safety Queensland, it's basically provided us with a framework to lift psychosocial hazard and risk management from being at that individual focus to an organisational level, and providing that structure, that's systematic, consistent approach to managing those risks. So we've realised by talking to other peers in the industry, not just in ports but also in the mining sector as well, where we have touch points in our operations, we've come to recognise that people have been grappling with how to do the evaluation aspect of those risks. And so we did a bit of research and we decided to borrow a methodology that another organisation had used, and that's RMIT University. And they introduced a prevalence matrix which allowed you to assess the risks on three spectrums basically. So introducing that duration and frequency concept, by having this additional matrix we can then translate that to something similar to a likelihood, and then use our existing 5x5 risk matrix, which is the traditional likelihood versus consequence, to give us a risk rating which is then comparable to all our other risks. So what it's allowed us to do, by making risks comparable to all other risks in our enterprise, we then know where we can focus our efforts or need to focus our efforts. And we're currently developing an action plan on addressing the highest risk items, of which there were 3 of, and they're primarily focused around work design, organisational models that put stress on people without us really realising that it's doing that. So we're in the development phase of getting those action plans together so that we can then get our executive on board, get everyone else on board, and hopefully implement and improve these gaps that we have. I've been really pleasantly surprised on 2 avenues. I've been able to network with people who have had similar problems in the psychosocial hazard and risk management space, but also I'm being able to see the broader spectrum of risks that impact the industry today. So that's informing me and educating me on that wider enterprise risk management challenge that we have in ports operations.